Hi, I'm Mindy Dickler. I like to refer to myself as a proud Orthodox mom of a gay son. All Jews are responsible for one another, with no exceptions. I helped to start an organization called JQ Baltimore. It was started in 2012. It later became JPride Baltimore. It all started because of the experience of our son coming out that he was gay. Our initial reaction was, Ellie, we love you. It doesn't change anything. But it also started all types of feelings and emotions and thoughts that I had never thought about before. I was thinking, on the one hand, I don't know any other people in my Jewish community who have gay children. And then after a while I realized, hey, there have to be other Jewish parents of gay children in my community. I just don't know where they are. And if only I could find them, because thank God my husband and I had a very positive and accepting reaction, and maybe not everybody has that kind of reaction. And I'd like to be there for them and help them. But the question was how to find them. And another epiphany I had around that time was God created me in His image in the same way He created Ellie in His image. So there's nothing wrong with me, there's nothing wrong with Ellie either. That's just how it was meant to be. Another epiphany was that I had had all these misconceptions that I had all these years about what it meant to be gay. And I had to throw all those misconceptions out the window because Ellie was one of the finest people I know, and he wasn't any of those negative things. I organized an event. This event was a film screening at Baltimore Hebrew Congregation. Rabbi Wahlberg from Beth Tefillah was there. We put together a panel of gay people and straight people, and we showed this film called Mom and Dad, I Have Something to Tell You. It was telling the coming out story from a parent's perspective. At this event, there were about 35, 40 people who attended. I thought it was going to be one of those one and done types of things, but actually many people came up to me afterwards and said, Mindy, I share your passion. I feel like this is an issue that we have to get behind in Baltimore. And so from that, I organized the steering committee, and that was the roots that ultimately led to the founding of JQ Baltimore, Jewish Queer Baltimore. We were an organization that provided outreach, support, and advocacy within the Jewish community, the first and only one of its kind in Baltimore. Less than a year ago, we changed from JQ Baltimore to JPride Baltimore. There was a lot of thought that went behind that. We found that because the word queer was just resting uncomfortably with some people, we wanted to come up with a more inclusive word that projected a positive image for everybody. That led us to change from JQ Baltimore to JPride Baltimore. Initially, I came to all this work because I wanted to help parents. I'll never forget, there was a young lady who spoke up in the audience and said, you know, if we can't provide a safe space in the Jewish community for young people who are coming out, they're going to leave Judaism. And I really felt that God wanted me to have a gay son at this time in my life because I could be the one to bring the word out of the closet, to bring the conversation out of the closet, and to really make a difference around these issues. I would always read the Baltimore Jewish Times every week. There was not a mention of anything having to do with the gay people. It's like they were an invisible part of the community. Well, I'm happy to say and proud to say that there have been many, many mentions of the gay people of JQ Baltimore and JPride Baltimore that have happened in the Jewish Times, and I feel like that's a good barometer of our outreach. I started my leadership role around 2012. It's been about 7 years. I'm very, very proud of all that I've accomplished, But I'm ready to move on in my life. I'm ready to spend more time with my grandchildren who all live in Israel. I'm ready for the community to step forward and say, hey, we're ready now, Mindy. You've set the stage. We're ready now to take that baton and move forward. I pray for the day that we here in Baltimore, in our Jewish community, will recognize that we need to love everyone and we need to accept everyone just the way they are, because they're perfect in God's image.